big congratulations to Fiji Tourism. What an amazing feat you've accomplished. Fiji branded in New York Times Square. New York, New York. An amazing feat. Now, this doesn't come around often, and I know you guys had to jump through a lot of hurdles. It's been years and years of planning and in the making. I would assume that in the beginning, it may have been just an idea that kind of sounded preposterous, to have Fiji branded in New York Times Square. That is amazing. But anyways, you worked towards it, and now it's actually a reality. Let me give you an idea of how much traffic is in New York Times Square and how much of an accomplishment this is for a small island nation in the Pacific. Let's look at the numbers. Around 50 million tourists annually visit New York Times Square. It is the tourist hub for the United States. Well, according to online research, approximately 330,000 people pass through New York Times Square. Many tourists, that's 330,000 eyeballs looking up at that advertisement, looking up at Fiji as a tourist destination. And all year long, 50 million people from all walks of life, from around the world, head over to New York City, because we all know in New York City, according to the movies, that's the only place that exists on Earth. Whenever there's an alien attack, whenever there's a zombie apocalypse, whenever the Avengers need to fight, it's always New York City. Even in DC, Batman, that is his Gotham City.
I never knew. I don't know. I swear to God.
Swear to me!
So it's been portrayed throughout the movies, throughout Hollywood entertainment, that New York City is the place to be. And to have a small island state like Fiji have their advertisement on the digital billboard, it is an amazing feat, and something a lot of other island states need to actually aspire to. Yep, I'm talking to you, Vanuatu.
Who, me? What?
We gotta get there. Anyways, let's get back to the numbers. Around 460,000 people walk through Times Square at its busiest. So when the ball drops in New York Times Square on New Year's Eve, a lot of eyeballs are looking this way towards New York City, trying to live vicariously through people who are actually there, enjoying the atmosphere, the nightlife. It is basically the entertainment hub of New York City. I was looking at the numbers on how much it would cost to actually book one of these digital billboards for a short period of time. The most minimum is $5,000 to $25,000. $5,000 converts to around 11,000 Fijian dollars. 10,000, 22,000 Fijian dollars. 25,000, and this is the lowest. 25,000 is around 56,000 Fijian dollars. The characteristics of the actual bundle, I have no idea, but somehow Fiji managed to actually strike some sort of agreement, and Fiji was advertised in New York Times Square. Honestly, I do not care on how long it was advertised for. There are some ads, 15 seconds, that'll cost you around $100. I don't care if it's 15 seconds. The fact that Fiji actually stepped into New York Times Square and had Fiji as a tourism hub, a small island state in one of the most busiest in United States, is amazing. That's an amazing feat. So congratulations to the whole Fiji tourism team, both domestic and international. I understand this must have taken a whole lot of planning, so you guys did an amazing job. Now, for Vanuatu, if we were to try and aspire to that level of advertisement, that would be around 3 million Vatu for a space at New York Times Square. Now, that's 3 million. I'm not even trying to take into consideration if there's any spots, if they've even heard about Vanuatu, if we're friends with them. All of these things actually matter. Networking is important. Knowing people is very important. You can't just have the money nowadays. You actually have to know the people, have your networks, capacity building, all these things take into account. That's how you get the job done. And Fiji did it, so good job.